Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is another episode of Dark Souls 2 multiplayer tips. In this video, we'll be covering many things that annoy me and need to be fixed. I'll be covering rolling and talking about it, adaptability on how important it is in every build, some face spells that you need to watch out for and that I enjoy, some annoying magic equipment that can help you out, what's OP? There's a lot. Oh boy. Huge bulky weapons annoy some people. I like them. And soul memory, everybody's favorite. If you're a Souls fan, you hate this. Rolling produces a means to escape an enemy's attack or to use it in a strategic attacking strategy. Ugh. Adaptability increases the iframes of rolls. Very important. Very important. 110 agility is the soft cap for the iframes gained rolls. If you upgrade adaptability, you get more agility. If you pass 100% equip mode, you will fat walk. Over 70% you will fat roll, which decreases the distance of the roll and makes the roll nearly useless. Unlike Dark Souls 1, equip load is a little bit different. A lot, actually. Instead of having a faster roll, you just roll further away. Great against great swords and ultimate great swords. It is unclear if it gives you more. For the love of God, do not fat roll. Fat rolling kills. For God, just don't do it. I don't want to see players doing this anymore. It's ridiculously stupid. Adaptability, pretty good skill. Adaptability covers a lot of stats people don't think about. First off, adaptability increases the healing speed and the item use time, which means in Dark Souls 1, when you use an SS flask, you instantly got the HP. And now in Dark Souls 2, you gradually gain HP over time. Increasing adaptability increases the rate that you gain the HP. Good if you're in a scenario where you need to chug, but SS flasks are bad in PvP. I wouldn't do it. It's cheap. Unless if you find some overleveled fag. It raises bleed, poison, all that good stuff. Read right there. Amazing. If you hate poison, use this, or use a poison bite ring. Your choice. I would prefer the stats since you don't have to waste a ring slot. It also increases speed of blocking, which means you can block faster. Some people say when you have a high agility, it increases parry time, but I highly doubt that happens. Yay, faith. This has to be probably one of my personal favorite skills. I'm just going to talk about a few of the spells in the soft cap and all that wonderful things some people don't think about. If you're not so sure about faith, it is a very reliable skill. You have aggressive miracles such as Wrath of the God. You got your defensive miracles such as Sacred Oath. You got your jolly cooperation miracles, just such as the Soothing Sunlight, which jolly cooperation is necessary. I'm not going to cover any miracles or their location. I'll tell you where they are in the description, but you have to find out for yourself. Faith is soft capped at 40, but the best chime in the game requires 50. So with the equipment that I know of, you can increase it to 48. I'll tell you where that stuff is at in the description. If you're questioning the power of faith, there is the Sunlight Spear and Wrath of the Gods, which are extremely strong spells capable of one-shotting your foes. I recommend having at least 33 attunement. 30 attunement is all you need. It offers you decent casting speed and adds a few points to agility. The other 3 points adds another cast of Sunlight Spear. From 3 cast to 4, which is a big difference. At this casting speed, even with the fastest chime, you may still not be hitting the target. You can wear armor called the Lion Mage armor, which will drastically increase it. If that isn't fast enough, there's always the clear bluestone ring that at +2 will make casting spells 55% faster, which is amazing. Also, with spears, they now have a homing mechanism, which I recommend noobs to watch out for. It only activates at long range. In Dark Souls 2, magic is the noob killer. It's ridiculous on how many people will die to this stuff. I mean, I watch the Dropout Dragon, and he pwns people with it. Like, come on. Either don't have enough agility, or you're not using the 2 good shields against it. The Magic Shield and the Rebel's Great Shield are both amazing. You have to use a Magic Stone for both. The Magic Shield, you'll lose your stamina like crazy. And you kind of have an issue with blocking that Soul Greatsword. It doesn't sometimes block it all the time. while the Rebels Great Shield is the giant shield with the giant silver eagle. They changed the name of it to the Rebels Great Shield. It's amazing against any element but physical. So I mean, you could max it out. Like you can have 100 dark. If you need some armor, Iron 9's cuffs are an armor piece that goes under the gauntlets. It has abnormally high resistance against elements, including dark. What's OP today? Oh god, not that bad. But when buffed with Renaissance weapon, it can hit for around 300 damage. That may seem low, but the Saint Near Spear can hit you 8 times in a combo, and then it has like 3 move sets in each combo. So I can get hit like 20 times 300. That's ridiculous. This not so very unique crossbow can shoot 3 bolts in rapid succession. And it's not that bad, but it doesn't have no Parma stats, so you don't get any bonuses, so there's no reason not to infuse it. And it can hit from 800 on each 3 shots, but power stance, it's ridiculous. This is by far the most overpowered buff in the entire game. You could literally turn the ladle, which I assume is the weakest weapon in the game, into a god on the battlefield. It does just ridiculous amount of extra damage. And to top that off, From Software made almost all armor have no dark resist. That's why hexes hurt so much, is because no one has good resistance against it. Even dark armor has bad resistance against dark. Oh my god, this is probably one of the most annoyingest things. For example, 2 lances or 2 katanas can do this. Just where practically you hit someone and then you can just keep going. You can't get out of it. This is when stun locking becomes crap. I understand if you get hit a few times, but I mean, I've literally been hit 15 times in a row before dying. I had full havels on. Punish those noobs. Don't let those noobs get to you. Them pussies using those crossbows and those Renaissance weapons and those, huge bulky weapons. Ridiculously slow, but the Crypt Greatsword, when buffed with Res weapon, I can literally get hit right now with some average armor for 1,000 damage. You just really need to watch out for 1 or 2 of their circulating spiral attacks that require sprinting. They're not that bad, but they will combo you, and that's understandable. It's a freaking ultimate great sword. But when it does happen, it's game over. You will get smashed down. Alright, we're going to talk about soul memory. Everyone's favorite. We're going to go really extensively into this in a minute. Everyone's favorite soul memory. In Dark Souls 1, it was 10 levels up or down, plus 10% of your soul levels. So if I was 150, I could fight a 175. I think. I'm not for sure. But now, it's in New Game and in New Game Plus. Don't listen to what anyone tells you. It revolves around soul memory, which is all around all the souls you have collected. So if I killed a guy for 1,000 souls and died, I will still have 1,000 soul memory. And it goes into branches. This is how you do PvP. Each branch represents soul memory. If you're not in their soul memory range, you can't do that. The problem with this is when you hit 13 million, or 12 million, my bad, from here on out, I could fight someone with 400 million soul memory. And for the people who don't level up, that stop at 150, I could fight a level 600, which is ridiculous. There's a petition that people need to sign, that's on Google, where they plan on, people are trying to ban soul memory. It's an amazing idea in New Game. It prevents the player speedrunning with the good equipment, fighting the low levels. So you have level 40s maxed out, fighting level noobs. It's just, you know what I'm saying? In New Game Plus, though, it needs to be 10 levels and 10%, you know. It's just ridiculous. It's just like, people need to stop. It's not funny. It's stupid. From Software. Get rid of it.